You're listening to the Daft Hour, where soup is queen.
Yeah, welcome to the Daft Hour, where soup is queen.
Queen is soup.
Queen is soup. Welcome to the Daft Hour.
Soupy
Today we are transmitting from every single pebble on a beach.
Every single one?
Every single pebble on a beach, yeah, that's where we're transmitting.
Have you met them all?
Yeah, I named them all. Shall I start telling you the names?
Yeah, go.
Right.
That'll fill 2 hours.
It would, wouldn't it? It'd fill more than 2 hours. Every single pebble on every single beach.
Yeah.
That would definitely
Well, get going then.
I lied, I didn't. I just made that up on the spot because I forgot that part of the show where we named
Don't
the
build
show.
me up like that. You know, I take things very literally.
You do. So, welcome to the Daft Hour. This is our 8th show.
Yeah, why
Technically,
not?
it's our 10th, but 2 of them have been repeated.
I'm well confused.
Out of 10 shows, we repeated 2. How lazy is that?
Should we repeat this one now?
Yeah, this now.
Yeah.
It's
all
all
from the beginning.
Right.
Right, what's something about pebbles?
Oh, no, from the very beginning. Or from
the very beginning.
Right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Bear with us. I'm just going to stop that, and here we go. Only jesting. Here we are, we're back. I still haven't thought of the names of all the pebbles though.
Right, well, go on, start again.
Right, okay. Daft.
You know,
Daft.
I can tell you're enjoying being sat in the chair today, Mr. Bambi Rashid.
I am. Okay, welcome to the Daft Hour, where I have not named pebbles. I'm just a liar. Today there is myself, Bambi Rashid. We have
Morgan Fantastic.
and we have
Alan.
Alan is in today instead of Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis Herod died.
He did. I'll tell a little story about how he died later.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a guest today, but you've got to keep guessing who it is
All right.
until he speaks up. I'm not going to let him. I'm going to turn his mic off. No, we have a guest. We have the wonderful Carl Gillespie in today, unless you have a silly alternative name you would like.
No, it takes long enough to spell Gillespie right. Let's just go with that.
Oh, okay, we'll stick with Gillespie then.
Pickfall.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a silly name? And since you're not technically the guest this week, you are a returning host. I feel like we should refer to you as your daft name
yes. Jimmy Smithereens.
now. Jimmy Smithereens.
I need to
Write that
one
down.
Jimmy Smithereens. Okay, whilst we are on the air, you can get in contact with us if you wish on 01642 688 104.
Yep.
That's
01642 688 104.
You're not as good as that as I am.
But do you know why? Because I'm not usually the repeater, I'm usually the instigator.
Oh, you do it first then.
So you can contact us on the phone, and that's on. I don't have it in front of me today. Where it's and the screen, the silly screen's off.
It's not a silly screen; it's a wonderful screen.
You're only saying that because he's walked in.
Yeah, it's silly when he's not here. So yeah, you can contact us on 01642 688 104.
That's 01642 688.
You are so
104.
bad. You're so bad.
I'm better
You're better than what?
than me.
You're better than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Anyway.
If there was any doubt in your minds, this is the Daft Hour.
So you can also watch via Facebook Live.
We are on Facebook Live. I think we're about 30 seconds behind on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So if you're on Facebook Live, you might have just got to the end of the third repeat.
The third repeat. It's very confusing.
It's very confusing.
So yeah, we're on Facebook Live via CVFM and also the Daft Hour. You can find us on that. On
Good.
the Daft Hour.
On Facebook?
On Facebook. Daft Hour.
Is it like Facebook /
The Daft Hour.
the Daft Hour? Okay.
So chat to us on that.
Yeah, chat to us.
There's a couple of people watching already.
Who's watching? Can we tell who's watching?
Yeah, if you want me to tell people's names.
Yeah.
Cool. Matty Oxley's watching.
Hiya, Matty. Has he been on the show yet? I haven't missed that one ever.
No, he's not been on.
No, he's going to come on the show, isn't he?
That's always good, isn't it? When I'm on the show, then you're going to stick with other people you want on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're never going to get to you.
Oh, there we go.
We might do a fourth repeat.
Charlotte Armstrong's watching.
Hi, Charlotte.
AJ Maloney's watching.
Hey, Jay.
Idris Rashid is watching.
He watched live. Did we see that?
He's probably checking to see if it's working.
He's probably checking on what we're saying. We're not saying naughties, Idris. We wait until you go home for that one.
Mm-hmm. Wait until you're not watching.
Yeah. So this is the point where I normally dip the music to put the backing track in, but I'm going to bring it back up.
Oh, this is sexy.
It's well funky, isn't it?
Do you know, I feel very weird today, Bambi.
Do you know what? You look very weird.
Thanks.
Why do you feel weird?
Because I'm not sat in my normal chair.
Does it bother you so?
It does a little bit. It's more so because if you're not watching and listening to this actually via the radio, I'm usually in the control chair, and I'm not
like
today.
not being controlled.
Well, we thought probably Rick's more technical. Say Rick, Bambi Rashid.
Oh no! People figured
Oh no, they know who he is.
Who is this masked man?
See, I'm not used to it. I'm revealing the secrets now.
Mate, like,
Because I'm used to being in the hot seat.
we've lost listeners now because people don't like me.
No, Rick's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, right, turn that off.
Bambi.
Closing my ears as we speak.
He's just as insane as Rick, but he's not as insulting.
Yeah.
Only because I'm on the radio. If I wasn't
true.
on the radio, I'd definitely.
That's
be
why we don't
insulting.
have as many viewers on Facebook Live.
Because they've realised it's me, isn't it?
It's mainly on you. We had more when it was me, you see.
Well, you are a more beautiful person than I.
Well, I'm aware of that.
On the outside, mate. On inside, you are so ugly.
Oh, full of
You
black.
are inside fat. I'm outwardly.
I'm
you're inside.
Does that make me... How would you word that then?
I don't know, mate. You're the one who is it. It's not me, is it?
Well, I was going to make a diabetic joke, but then... How can you be inside diabetic without just being diabetic?
Yes,
Am I outside diabetic then?
No. You're just outside pathetic.
Whoa.
Sounded like diabetic.
Whoa.
And that's the real me.
Can I
through.
just say Bambi/Rick?
Stop it! People might have got past this.
When you're in the main chair,
Am I even more mean?
you're supposed to be the one who's insulted. That was the role.
Oh,
It doesn't stay the same just because I've moved seats.
yeah, but unfortunately, it does because I'm mean.
It's just your
It's just who I am, mate.
nature.
Just because Elvis isn't here doesn't mean you get enough. Like
You're inside fat as well, then, aren't you?
I'm just fat.
Yeah.
Double
And
fat.
outside.
Yeah,
You're inside/outside fat.
whatever. What was the insult someone gave you? You look like a fat.
Quentin Tarantino.
I don't get it.
No, I don't.
I don't. You're not fat and you don't look like Quentin Tarantino. There's many more insults I could find for you.
Yeah,
but
you've said them on this show.
yeah, that isn't the one.
No.
Well, none of the best insults were in my absence.
Yeah.
The show I wasn't here.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Did you not?
No.
So, would you like to do the news first, or do you want to hear what I've been up to?
You tell me what you've been up to first.
Okay, I'll tell you what I've been up to. I solved world hunger. Turns out it's all my fault. I just eat too much. I created
Inside fat.
Inside fat. I created a time travelling toaster to go back and tell myself about the world hunger problem.
Wasn't that a film?
No, but I had to make the toast and eat it, which just undid the good work.
Are you hungry
time
today?
travelling? Always. I sailed the 7 seas, the Arctic Ocean, the North Atlantic Ocean, the South Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the North Pacific Ocean, the South Pacific Ocean, the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. That was boring. I wrote a book full of excuses to be mean to each other and registered it as a religion. It's true. I let the air out of every back right tyre of every car within a 20-mile radius because it's funny. Yeah, I'll tell you the truth on that. I used to live in Norton Village, and there's a street near me called Beaconsfield, and I did that to every car on Beaconsfield.
Did you?
Yeah, because I'm horrible. I had tea with the Scooby-Doo gang. Turns out it was actually code for a rave with the boss of B&Q, where all the staff dressed as gimp penguins and danced out of time, giving you that uneasy feeling about the whole thing. But it was at that point that the B&Q boss, Dave, he likes to make you feel funny. He told us, he admitted it. It's his thing. I don't much like Dave.
No,
It's not nice, is it? I've been doing going door to door to sell my natural food storage containers. I've not had much luck with Tupper hair. It's a fully biodegradable container made from compressed hair that's moulded into shape using pressure and machineries. We at Tupper hair aren't speciesist. We will use any hair from any creature. It is, of course, washed before we use it because we aren't complete idiots. So I'm not had much luck with that, surprisingly.
No.
I've been stealing lead from church roofs. I learnt Greek and forgot it after eating some bananas. I sent off a hair sample to the National Dyslexia Association. I thought they wanted to see just how dyslexic I was. It turns out it was a DNA test. I'm not at all who I thought I was.
Are you inside dyslexic
I
as
am.
well?
I've become a meme. I beat my greatest fears. Turns out I misunderstood that saying, and I may well be doing some time in jail for assaulting Mr. Blobby. I mixed up my donations for the food bank with the sperm bank. The doctor said they couldn't use my donation because it has 57 varieties, and the food bank, on the other hand, have been shut down. That's what I've been up to.
It's a lot of
Do you know what? Do you know what I've realised from all that?
What, that I'm insane?
Not that you're insane, just you're a terrible human being.
I am.
A lot of it was about
Being
either
horrible.
you stealing stuff or like hurting people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Tupper hair ID is pretty cool.
Do you like that? I mean,
I'd buy it.
You're not going to run out of hair. I mean, eventually,
Yeah.
I'm going to run out of hair. It's getting quite thin now. But whilst I've got it, I might as well use it to... And the beard hair, though, yeah.
Beard hair.
I bet you're inside bald as well.
Oh, what?
A couple of people are more watching.
Yeah, because you've revealed my real name.
Yeah, well,
That's what it is. The mysterious man.
reeled them in because they know your real name.
Yep.
Jim McMaster says, "Hello all.
Hi, Jim.
I thought I'd message since you were talking about fat.
What's he like?
How come Carl gets headphones and I didn't, the scumbag?"
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
Jim McMaster's been on the show.
Yeah.
he was
before
sat
me.
in that seat and he didn't have headphones. It was when I wasn't
Can you
here.
not smell him?
I can feel him.
Wow, okay. I don't know what to do with that one. You can feel him. Like, does he leave
His
a
presence, yeah.
Oh, his presence. It lingers like
Was that just a fart?
like an embalmment fart. You can taste it.
That's nice.
The reason being, Jim, is because we like Carl. So we bought him some headphones. Get over it.
I mean, they made me bring these from home, but that's, you know.
Shh. Yeah, no, oh, yeah. Can you give me more notice next time?
No,
Thanks.
This is what happens when I'm in charge.
We have
You've
noticed.
got to be on your toes.
Is this the news now?
This is the news.
It's the anticipation. It's not really worth it, really.
It really isn't.
Morgan Fantastic News.
Harry Potter fans have a pissy moany meltdown. Thousands pay for alien abduction insurance. Eggs are worse than cigarettes. Joe wants your help to fund Bigger Willie. Seagull snatches Chihuahua from garden. Storm Loch Ness. Nessie can't hide from us all. CGI character becomes Prime Minister. And teacher cards being slammed as controversial.
Okay, we'll just wait for this news.
Chihuahua. The new former dog.
The seagulls.
Seagulls.
So give me the first one again.
Harry Potter fans have a pissy moany meltdown.
Why?
Basically, it's been discovered that Harry Potter, the scar on his head, is not actually a lightning scar.
What is it?
It's basically the motion of the death spell that was put on him. I don't know. And all the fans are kicking right off.
I mean, it's still the same shape. Like, just
Yeah,
because
it's
it
exactly the same shape. But what a lot of them have said is that they've actually got tattoos of this scar.
Yeah, does it still...
Thinking it's a lightning bolt.
Oh, and have they got it like lightning?
I think they've like coloured it yellow or whatever.
Yeah, get a grip and stop crying, everyone, eh?
It's just shut up.
So it's shaped like lightning, but it's not lightning.
It's not lightning.
But it's the exact same shape
if
as
it
it
looks
was.
like lightning
Hasn't
and it
changed.
tastes like lightning, it's definitely lightning.
Yeah, white lightning.
Oh, yeah. Used to
Remember
drink
that?
Yeah, used to drink that. Street corners. That or special red.
Thousands pay for alien abduction insurance. Right. So,
I love this.
have you heard about this Area 51 thing? I think we talked about it the other
We
week,
have,
didn't we?
because why wouldn't we?
Of course. It seems like a natural thing for us to talk about.
does.
So since basically that Facebook campaign was created to surge Area 51 and discover basically the secrets of what's happening inside there, an insurance company has basically started selling abduction insurance. 6,000 people have signed up for it. It's a one-off fee of $25, which I think is quite cheap. Actually.
That is reasonable.
That's quite good.
It's not a monthly cost.
that
It's
is
just one-off
reasonable.
fee,
Yeah.
and that covers you for abduction, probing. It covers you quite a lot, really.
Does it tell you what the payouts are? I mean, do you get...
It was like close to 8 million payout.
What you could up to? I think that'd be for a full-blown
A full-blown exam.
exam, yeah.
Yeah.
Surely just like
Anal probe.
a little quick whoops.
Yeah. Ooh, 8
In
million.
there. Yeah, 8
Hey,
million.
I'd be probed
How would they
for
know
8
though?
million.
Yeah.
How would they know that you've been?
Because that's why, Alan. I don't think they're ever going to pay it out.
No, but you could just say you've been abducted.
Yeah, but the burden of proof is upon the abductee, I would
Unless
suspect.
you get pictures,
Selfie.
like a selfie
Yeah.
mid-probe.
I think you could do that.
Maybe they'd use
So
the
if you just
selfie
got your
sticks.
mates to dress up as aliens,
Bit of slime.
And probe you.
get one of your, I'd say probably your best friend to do that.
Yeah.
No, I would use my worst friend.
So your worst friend.
Yeah, because...
Here, mate, you're my worst friend.
Yeah.
Can you shove this probe
I
up
wouldn't
my
want
bum,
to,
please?
I wouldn't want to see them again, so it wouldn't be a big loss. Whereas your Bezzy, it's like, it's not so good. Oh,
Something
well,
happened there.
this is why...
Yep, we're back.
This is
that
why
me?
McMasters was here first.
It was the aliens.
It's also why we didn't give him headphones.
This is it.
Yeah,
It was the aliens.
it was the aliens. So, well done, insurance company, on an absolute swizz. I
Yeah,
like it.
they also offer. This made me laugh. They also offer coverage for asteroids, reincarnation,
What?
and Area 51 coverage just in general.
What, in case you go there and get shot?
Yeah, because basically, was it Air Force One? We said
Yeah, we use
Harrison
that.
Ford.
Don't bring we into this.
Yeah, you're part of the show. Have basically said that if you show up on that date and storm Area 51, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah, well,
That's not
yeah.
nice.
Have you seen all the hotels have been booked up?
Have they really?
Yeah, all the
What,
hotels have
in
actually been
Area
booked up,
51?
like around the, like near it.
Holiday
Yeah,
Inn,
so people are actually
Area
going.
51.
Holiday Inn
like, is
Express.
this serious?
You get a free breakfast.
So it's a thing. It's happening.
People are going to do
apparently.
it. So the dude who came up with the ideas is
Everyone laughed at that.
the dude who
Scat
came up
jazz.
with it is he's apologised, hasn't he? He's like, sorry,
Well, I think he basically
didn't mean this to
I think he
happen.
papped himself, didn't he?
Yeah, I suspect he got a talking to
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
from his mum and Harrison Ford.
Air
Me
Force
and
One.
Harrison have been chatting. We don't.
And
Can
we-
you do an impression of Harrison, please?
I've already done it.
Can we do another one? Oh, can you do an impression of his mum?
If Harrison Ford's man.
No,
or-
the dudes.
Okay,
The dudes.
the dudes.
The dudes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Seamless. Where's he gone?
That's good. That's good.
Oh, he died.
Oh no.
Yeah, I used to say he's with Ray and the rest of the Ghostbusters, but he died, didn't he?
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
He gone.
What was the next news?
It's gone.
Oh, Joe. No, sorry, eggs are worse than cigarettes.
Now, are we talking for lung cancer?
Just in
or
general.
For, like, personality?
Cancer.
How?
Cancer in general.
I just
How?
hope you gone, Joe.
Basically, a vegan claims.
A vegan claims. Right, move on. I'm not interested.
And basically what it says, 1 egg equals 5 cigarettes.
It does not. How is that a thing?
Contains cholesterol, and apparently that's worse for you.
No, that-
However, no, Bambi, I'm on your side.
It's good.
Science proved otherwise.
Yeah.
Good old science.
Good old
Science.
But to be fair, science can disprove and prove things all the time because things change. The whole cholesterol argument has been argued for quite a while. Like,
Yeah.
does eggs have cholesterol? Does not.
Don't smoke eggs and you'll be alright.
Yeah, absolutely no smoking eggs, and do not crack a cigarette into your frying pan.
Do you think in the future we'll all have just like vapes that just
Of
smell
egg.
like fried egg?
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope
I'm sure that's already a feel like a fried egg
No,
vape smell.
I like a fried good sandwich, but I don't particularly enjoy the smell. It's not something I go after. Like, oh, can I have a scent of a fried? No.
Could have fooled me. You egg smelly.
Eggy boff.
Joe wants your help
Yeah.
to fund Bigger Willie.
Who does?
Joe.
Who's Joe?
He's from Queensland, and he's got a GoFundMe page. And he was set up 6 months ago.
Has his missus just not got a GoFilmy page?
And basically, he's after a vasectomy, a circumcision, and an enlargement.
Well, if you're going to get something done down there, you might as well get the
Comes in
the
full
whole, the
package.
whole triple done. Yeah,
full
the full
package,
package, the fuller package indeed. Yeah, I like it.
And this is all because his wife said he has a micro penis.
Oh,
Yeah. Sad. And he needs $3,400.
Yeah.
For this triple surgery, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
He started the page 9 months ago, and he's still awaiting his first donation.
Really?
I might donate.
Not $1.
We're going to play.
So this
is that the end? Of the,
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
More
I'm
news.
just. I'm itching to find this guy's page, and I'm going to.
Well, can you do that in the next song?
Oh.
Oh, I know you're all good on the controls, but don't cut me off. It's my only segment now.
I've cut him off, everybody. Nah, there you go. You're back.
Thanks. Hey, these are good today. For once. These are my favourite. These are my
Yeah,
favourite.
no, they're good.
Seagull snatches Chihuahua
Chihuahua.
from garden. Did you hear this? This was all over the news.
I didn't.
Basically, this girl was in her garden in Devon. You know, when it was sunny last week.
Oh, it wasn't half, wasn't it? It was
Boilers.
I was sweating away.
She had a little pet chihuahua in her hand.
Chihuahua.
And I think, basically, seagulls swooped down,
Wow.
snatched the dog
What did they you obviously wanted the dog. You don't mistake a chihuahua for
like a chip.
a chip. No, definitely not. Maybe
Either
like
the- either
a
the-
smashed hot dog.
I don't know, but if the seagulls are just getting really cocky now,
That's a bit much, though. I mean, the seagulls can get pretty large, and chihuahua.
I'm more concerned about, like, where's the limit? Like, in a year's time, we're going to see, like, babies getting snatched, and then, like,
babies swooping down.
babies
Like chihuahuas.
stealing seagulls.
As horrific as that would be, I'd like to see that one.
Or, like, you know, I'm just seeing visions of, you know, like, Jurassic World, where the pterodactyl's got the woman.
Yeah.
I just think that's going to happen with these seagulls. I think they getting a bit cocky for their own
Silly seagulls.
feathers.
Well, what we'll do is we'll line them up and we'll tell them off. So, seagulls, do us a favour. During the next song, can you come to this studio, please? And we're going to give you a right telling off.
All of them.
One at a time. I can't. Oh no, actually, we'll do it all in one go.
Okay.
Yeah, save some time.
What if it's the same seagull just keeps coming back?
Well,
I
there's a
think it's
secret
just
to that.
one really naughty seagull.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, it's even easier, isn't it? I think we can handle. Between the four of us, I reckon we can have
Yeah.
silly seagull.
I'm not putting our bets on us.
Chihuahua.
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 Oh yeah, so that the Chihuahua's called Gizmo, by the way.
Oh, it's named.
So if anyone's seen a Chihuahua called Gizmo, there you go.
If you,
know its name?
to be fair, yeah, if you've seen any Chihuahua and it looks like it's been seagull carried, check if it's called Gizmo. Don't just assume.
What if you see a chihuahua
Chihuahua.
with a seagull? You'll get in, got it, grab it.
And it's not.
They're actually friends.
Yeah, and they uses him as a taxi.
Unusual animal
We
friends.
got rid of that.
What if
I
they're
know.
in love?
There might be in
I
there.
got rid of that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Thanks. Maybe they are in love, and maybe we should bring that story back next week on Unusual Animal Friends.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Chihuahua in love with the seagull.
What's the seagull called?
Stabby the seagull.
Stabby.
the seagull. I mean, my go-to seagull name is obviously Stephen.
Steven Seagull.
Yeah.
I think Gizmo's dead, though, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Gizmo's
can't say
definitely
that. What if he's listening?
He's not going to just be
Oh,
loitering
so
around in a
Stabby
nest.
the seagull is making love to a dead Chihuahua.
No, with the beaks are
When
like
did we
this.
bring lovemaking into this?
They said they were in love. I presume that's what they do.
You've just added that.
It's a platonical love.
Yeah, all right.
Holding hands.
It's been a while since I've been in love, Bambi. I'm out of practice. I just presumed that was what happened.
The last time was when a seagull attacked you.
That's the last time I was in love. I was down Redcar Beach, right, eating some chips.
Yeah.
And the seagull swooped down, and I thought, oh,
Bit of love here.
bit of attention for once. This must be love.
So you stripped off, got
Yeah.
the chips, put them all over your
Yeah.
erogenous zones,
And
and got well
stuffed
seagulls.
it all in his beak.
Oh, yeah.
They closed the beach down for a week.
They did. Yeah.
The clean-up operation. These oily seagulls everywhere.
Before I move on, Jim's put, Morgan, when did you start going by the name Joe? So that was in going back to the guy with the small willy.
Did he do a callback on the news?
A callback on the news. I haven't even finished the news. We've never had callbacks on the news.
No.
He's insatiable.
I know.
Also, for a moment, I got insulted because I'm sat in your seat. I thought, am I with Morgan? I remember knowing that's you, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Storm Loch Ness. So this is in relation to the Area 51 one we were talking about earlier.
I think I've seen this
Another
picture.
guy set up to storm Loch Ness, basically saying Nessie can't hide from us all, which I quite like the tagline. Can't hide from all of us.
True.
So he's expecting millions and millions of people to storm Loch Ness.
On our security cameras, I've just spotted that the boss has left the building.
Get in.
So-
Right, everyone, close off.
Hey,
Seagulls, come in.
Get those chips.
Seagulls unite.
The chips see the seagulls.
Right. So yeah, and so if you want to storm Loch Ness, that's happening on the 21st of September, which is a Saturday. And basically another tagline. They've got two taglines.
Double
says
tag.
the time is now to find that big boy.
So they've never got to the bottom of the Loch Ness. Like they literally never got to the bottom of the
Well,
Loch.
that's why they want everyone to storm it.
What,
Because
and, like stand on each other's
yes,
shoulders.
if everyone holds hands, and then we'll get down the bottom one.
Who's best at holding the breath though?
The guy on the bottom.
Guy on the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be any.
But haven't we? But I've already seen what Loch Ness monster looks like.
Have you?
Oh,
Yeah, because I watched a documentary of Ted Danson in, and he.
was it good?
I can't even talk about it. It's just
Right.
It's a beautiful thing.
Does he play the Loch Ness?
He plays the Loch Ness monster.
He plays the monster. Yeah, that's Danson is well known for his mocap worker, like just like Andy Serkis.
Andy said,
Yeah,
Ted Danson is Loch
So
Ness.
if it's not here, if it's
Ted
not
Danson is Loch Ness.
if it's not circus, it's dancing. Generally speaking, he does more dancing because it's in
That's
his
what
name.
they're saying, it. Are we human or are we
Ted
Ted Danson?
Yeah.
CGI character becomes Prime Minister. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not convinced he's not a CGI character, just so you know.
No, I think he very much might be. Very much.
Has
might
anyone here touched him?
be.
Right.
Elvis walked past him in London and walked along the car and saw him and just pointed at him saying, "I see you, Boris."
Did he?
And he just did his best to not look at him.
Sounds like something Herod would do.
Yeah, we also, me and Herod went to Hardwick Hall, not Hardwick Hall. He was having a posh dinner with Tory members, and me and Luke got hold of this information and went to try and bother him. But we got asked to leave by security. After about 45 minutes, we did quite well.
Bother Boris.
Bother Boris.
I saw the video evidence of that.
Yep. Bother Boris is a new sport. I think we should all
Yep.
partake in.
Should we do that that's something we'd be good at in the Olympics, wouldn't it?
Bothering Boris.
Bother Boris.
Whilst he's dangling from the zip line that he got stuck on.
Do you remember the
Pinata.
not only that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the flag as well that he got stuck?
Yeah.
Where the handing over ceremony. I think it was from
yeah.
it was in Beijing. And they were
Right,
handing it over to the London Olympics.
Good job. Sorry, just pausing there. Good job we weren't naked. He snuck back in and we didn't see.
Was that the seagull?
Yeah, that was Stephen.
And Boris was handed this. Basically, it was a flag of the UK, and he was
Yeah.
supposed to hand it over, and he couldn't get it unwrapped, so he was just this silly idiot doing that with a pole, and he was like, he just looked a proper idiot.
Didn't you ever do with the Olympic torch as well?
I think it went out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
imagine
hope
it
so.
went out.
He just
too,
seems to
so-
have bad luck
Out
with
of
like objects
protest.
live on TV.
Holding things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good
and
job.
like when he got stuck on the zip wire as
Good
well.
job he's in charge of our future.
I know.
Holding the reins of power.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Does anyone think he's like a melted Donald Trump as well?
Oh, he's like...
They're very similar looking,
Yeah,
aren't they?
he's a mini-me. Have you not seen all the pictures of him?
Or is this a meme thing?
Yeah, it's very mean, but I like it.
Very memeable. The last one.
Oh, but this is going on, isn't it?
Do you know what? I think we've been more engaged with the news.
No,
today.
because it's good. No,
Being
I'm
good
genuinely,
news.
I'm not taking the mick.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good news. Teacher card's been slammed as controversial. So, kids have just broken up from school a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes they buy stories. Sometimes they buy cards for the teachers saying thank you very much for
Yeah.
the summer and stuff.
Thank you very much for doing your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
As a present.
teacher-
because you have 6 weeks off.
A teacher got a
Yeah.
card. It was obviously bought by one of the parents, and it basically on the front said, "Thank F, my kid doesn't have you next year."
That's a brilliant. Well done. Well done. Round of applause
Good, man.
for that person.
I didn't see what was written inside. So that was actually
I don't think you need to
printable
do much more.
card that's sold in a shop.
No, that's Moonpig, isn't it?
Maybe that's
That's
it.
being proper Moonpigged. I would do that.
I didn't get a card. I'd
No, because no one's thankful.
yeah. I would have preferred that. That would have made me laugh.
Yeah, no one's thankful that they're going to be without you. That's what I mean.
Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
That's not what I meant.
Thanks, babes.
Is that the end?
That is the news. Yep.
Morgan Fantastic News.
Snooze.
News.
I enjoyed that.
Good. It was good news. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, news.
So
Sometimes good news is good news, isn't it?
sometimes good news is good news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've asked for a song. I'd not heard it.
Which one is it?
It's the Jurassic Park theme with lyrics.
Yeah.
Um.
A couple of people have attempted this, by the way.
Okay.
A comedian did it on TV, and a couple of other people. But this is one I just found. I haven't actually listened to it yet,
What?
so I'm excited to see what
This
happens.
could be terrible. Or
Could be
full-
swearing,
Could be swearsies.
Gosh.
but we'll see what happens.
The boss is really gone.
Give it a roar.
Quick.
Safe, of course.
I'm done with that.
Have you had enough?
I've had enough. I mean, well done.
I didn't think it would be as long.
No, it was.
It's,
there's still 2 minutes at 9.
it wasn't as
seconds, 8
sweary.
seconds, 7.
It wasn't sweary, which is good.
Good.
That's good.
We've had some social interaction.
Yeah.
Again.
Quite a bit, actually. I'm not used to
Is it all Jim?
Yeah, some of it is. Jamie Sample put, "Hello all, you need Batman headphones."
I think if Jamie would like us to wear Batman headphones, he should provide them.
And he's put, "It's only a book."
It's only a book. Jamie, can you clarify what's on the book?
Do you know what? People hear stuff, comment on it as we're talking.
Yeah, and we
forgot already what we're talking about.
We've definitely moved on from the book, but let us know.
Jim's put, "Morgan, I'm going to give you such a nipple twist when I see you next, including the free on your back." No one's supposed to know about that, Jim.
They only grew after the seagull moment.
And then Jamie Samples put, "Jim, have you been hanging around in Area 51? Throwing shade at each other in the comments now.
Oh, this is brilliant. Have a
Jim's
throwdown.
put, "Morgan, when did you start going by Joe?" I've read that. David Mohan has put, "It's like being at college," and one other. Take it you know that David Mohan?
Queen.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Queen.
I remember it, yep. Jamie Sample, "Johnson is a Trump clone." Yes. Yep. "What an insult for the teacher." I think he's commented every...
Is this Jamie?
Yeah.
Not good.
Jurassic Park the musical. Yep.
Good for him.
Yep.
What's with the beard touching Rick?
Yeah, Rick. What's with the beard touching Rick?
Oh, don't hate the beard, guys. Just because you can't grow one, it's not my fault, is it? Beard.
What's it smell like?
And then he's put Harry Potter. Just Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
I know what he means.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah.
Harry Potter. Yeah, the famous Harry Potter.
Do you get it? Is it a reference to something?
Harry
No,
and the
I just
Pottettes.
know what he means.
Okay.
I
Does
just
he mean
know-
Harry Potter?
Possibly.
I'm just going to turn this back up for the ending.
Well, there's a T-Rex. We have a T-Rex.
Wasn't that beautiful, everybody? I hope you agreed it wasn't.
It wasn't bad. It just went on a bit too long.
Yeah.
Is that a Harrison Ford case?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is it just a picture or is it like...
No, it's just a picture.
It's still good though. It's still
It
good.
No,
is.
it's actually Harrison Ford.
Yes!
In carbonite on my phone.
Why am I still here?
I've been here for years on my aeroplane. That's my Air Force One Harrison Ford impression.
Like he was here.
It's the yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's like he walked in
Uncanny.
and then immediately left.
Oh, do you want that?
Yeah. Just to decide what we're going to do next. We've done this. We've done a news. We've done a news. We did a song.
Flows better when I'm on controls, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
what I-
totally, mate.
That's why.
It might flow better, but at least we can actually hear things going on here.
Ooh.
Fight.
because I don't press the buttons.
It's just buttons, isn't it?
It's just buttons, and I don't press them right.
I'm just better at pressing buttons.
You are better at buttons. I'll give you
As
that.
in, like, irritating people pressing the buttons. I'm just better at that than you. So, Carl,
So
this is the section here.
Yeah.
It says guest interview. So
So we're joined by Carl Gillespie, everyone.
Carl Gillespie, everyone.
who's a comedian.
He is a local comedian who does obviously a bit of travelling. Only as far as Blackpool, I believe.
No. Oh, you mean recently?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a guess. Have you been to Blackpool?
Yeah.
You were there the other day, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to play coy. Yeah.
Oh.
How do you know that? Oh, you're on my Facebook, aren't you?
I just saw.
I
So-
don't.
That was you, the man behind the bin.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
I'm the bin man.
No, he is the picture of the man on the bin putting the rubbish in. Keep Britain tidy. That's him.
I was just having fun with the seagulls on the beer.
I'm back, guys.
So what you're up to? What you been up to? What's your plans?
That's a very ambiguously specific.
It's a very open question.
Well, it's open to him to answer or not.
It's like if you can be anything you want to be, why?
So, have you got any gigs coming up?
Well, do you know what? Let's have a look. I have got.
He's consulting with his personal assistant there.
No, that's a thing. That's a thing. Oh, well, I've just made a new one. Oh, there we go. I think that provision. Yeah, August the 8th. I've got a gig with Lost Voice Guy.
Ooh, where
with
at?
Laughing Pug Comedy.
Oh, I've got tickets for
Which
this.
venue is this at?
I'll let you say because I don't know.
Isn't it at Middlesbrough College?
That sounds about right.
Hazel Pearson Theatre.
At
Yes,
the college, really?
At the college.
Oh, that's pretty
I bought
cool.
tickets for my sister, and I'm going as well.
Right.
What a wonderful gift. It's like I thought you were caught. I'm wearing it.
She's your biggest fan.
Oh, well, there you go. There's no accounting for taste.
She hasn't seen you yet.
So who else is it? You, just you two, or is there
Myself, Lost Voice Guy, and Michael Holford. Michael Holford is a Geordie comedian. He's absolutely fantastic.
It's good.
Oh, it's really good.
That's cool.
You turn the cameras off now at the end of the Saturday. He's terrible. He's once punched.
You turn the cameras on, but the radio's still on.
He once punched a budgie. Wasn't
Did
he? Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's a lot of bird bashing going on at the isn't there?
Bird bashing.
Come to Middlesbrough. Come for the fun, stay for the bird bashing.
Yes, that's a pretty big gig, isn't it? Really, that it's pretty. Especially Lost Voice Guy, who's obviously winner of Britain's Got Talent last year.
He
was
did
it
the-
last year? Was it?
It was 2018.
Good on him.
He did the impressions. He was good. Him.
Yeah.
Just the same one, but it's good.
Yeah.
No,
Spot on every
really-
time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like he never deviates. It's super repeatable.
It's quite clever as well because the year before he was actually the dog that won. yeah. So there you go.
Was he?
He doesn't like me telling people, but yeah.
Was right?
Yeah.
Has he won every year?
Not every year. There was
No. Well, Name So News won.
Was this no? Susan Boyle didn't win. Did
That was
she?
him as well.
Diversity was the one that won that year.
He was all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Especially the little one that got flung around.
Wasn't there an old guy singing songs this year? He won.
He
Like
sung
a war
most-
veteran or
yeah,
something.
That's
yep,
him.
he
That's
won.
him as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's
All
of these.
him.
You know, if you want to win a talent show, just
Be old.
be in a war and sing about it.
That's how it works.
Easy.
I mean, he doesn't just sing about the war, does he? I can't imagine that's like much fun.
Yeah, well, he won. Yeah, just singing about, oh, I've got war in my brain.
There's my best friend. Where is he? Poor Johnny. Anyway,
No wonder he won.
yeah, well, there you go. I want to vote for him now.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Lost Voice Guy. Yeah, he's on there. He's absolutely brilliant. He's tearing the country up and down with comedy, not just on the
Oh,
page.
right. I got a little bit concerned there.
Yeah, it's just
Nasty.
it won't be stopped.
Nasty guy.
Nasty Lost Voice Guy.
He's the villain of this piece.
I'm only joking.
No, but so that should be a great night of
Yeah.
of well, I guess comedy, but like
Comedy, yeah.
gen-
So that's at the Hazel Pearson Theatre, which is at Middlesbrough College.
I didn't know they were doing gigs there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they've...
Oh, is this a one-off? Is it? Or
We'll find out that night.
I don't know. I think, obviously...
I mean, for Laughing Pug, not
Laughing
the actual
Pug have
gig.
got a few different venues now, haven't they?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe. But I think they've done one there before, I believe. I'm not sure.
Right.
But to get the Hazel Pearson Theatre is a bit of a weird one. So if anyone is actually interested in going to that gig, I think there's still some tickets available, I believe.
Yes.
But if you were to go to the college, you have to go... When you walk in, you go left into the performing arts and the theatres in there.
I'm not sure how it works on an evening because there's obviously quite a lot of security. So
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird venue to have. Comedy.
It's like there's still tickets around. If not, they can't stop us all. Just turn up.
just pretend it's Area 51.
Storm it.
The
We're in this
It's the
together.
Storm Area 51. Storm, Loch Ness, Storm, Lost Voice Guy.
Bring your seagulls.
Bring your seagulls. In fact, you get him free.
He can't stop us all. He's been going up and down the country, tearing everything up, apparently. Let's storm him.
Let's do that.
Have you got any other gigs, Carl?
Well, just in general, let's have a
You're
look.
very busy, aren't you? You seem to be doing a lot more.
It's funny enough. It's since I've been doing a lot of the Laughing Pug gigs, and myself and Jim McMaster kind of do a lot of car shares and stuff. And
Neither in your own car, though. You just steal one, right?
I just jump on the bonnet. They can't stop me. Can they?
Take me to Blackpool.
To a gig, yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Literally, all of these notes are illegible, and I wrote them. So I'm like, I've definitely got a gig. And say, for example, on the 22nd of August, I'm in Durham with Jim, and I don't know where that is. But Jim
It's
will
just
know.
a bit further north from here.
That explains it. After all this time.
Where's Durham?
And on the 13th, I've got to pay my Virgin Media bill. So this is a really useful.
Yeah, so if anyone can help out with that, call 01642
GoFundMe.
and we're going to set
But
up
first, can you please donate? Joey's been waiting 9 months.
No,
And there's bills or small penises, you know.
just think of that.
Prioritise which is more important.
That dude's poor wife.
Yeah.
Mrs.
To be fair, though, unless it's like a religious thing,
Right.
you would have thought she would have checked first before marrying him. Yeah.
There she is.
There she is. Woo! You're right!
You got the first tenner.
It's tiny!
Hey, that's your. Give him an inch.
Are you not doing the Fringe this year?
Yes, but I'm going to pop down for a couple of dates, but just more kind of open mic things.
That's cool.
yeah,
I like that.
I mean, I know people do do shows at the Fringe and things like that. I just kind of don't want to be a part of that just yet, because I think people who take shows to the Fringe are pretty much saying, you know, I've got something to say, or this is something, and I'm kind of enjoying, like, I've got a lot more vigour this year. I'm doing a lot more gigs. I'm always busy, and so I'm just enjoying it. Kind of like first time I want to go down, do a few spots, but just really taking the whole Edinburgh thing.
Yeah.
Because I've never actually gone. I know you guys absolutely love it, and you're there.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. I haven't missed a year since we've gone yet. I mean, obviously only been up a few times.
I haven't been for a while. Like, just to watch stuff either.
It's good. It's great.
Obviously, since we were performing there, I went a few times after.
It's a
I've
very
never been
expensive
there.
place to have a drink, if that's something you want.
I think that's the biggest problem, I think, especially with comedians and performers as well. It's very expensive to fund it to actually go there.
It's ridiculous.
Obviously, the free Fringe we've done before, and I know a lot of comedians do that as well, and they take donations. But if you're really serious about it, as a comedian, you're probably not going to make money doing it. But it's more the exposure, isn't it?
If you're very serious about your comedy, you're not going to make money.
No.
No. If you do a full month, you're much more likely to make something out of it. If you do like we done, which is like 5 to 8 days, you can't.
And also, you've got to do it kind of when Smugly Beige did it a few years in a row.
Yeah.
They kind of, before I joined the group, they kind of started to build a bit of a reputation
And
up.
you
and
joined in all stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, that's my fault. I've said
To a
this.
halt.
Said this before, to be honest. Kind of all stopped after I joined. No, I blame Sam Passman. He was the last person to join.
yeah.
I don't think he ever did a show, actually.
No,
So it's his fault.
he's too good looking.
The sexy bastard.
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
No. Good-looking, funny people just doesn't mix, does it? Yeah. But the problem is they got a bit of a name for themselves, and people like were looking for them when they would go up the next year. Didn't go for about 3 years or so. So then when they went back again,
We were no one.
went back to square one. No, and so you've got to build that consistency of going every year.
Yeah, no, we went for 3. We went for 2 very successful ones, and then our third one was not so successful. And then we didn't go back to Edinburgh. We went elsewhere. Didn't
Went to Prague.
Went to Prague,
Which is a lot of fun, and if you're going just for a festival experience, I recommend Prague a lot, because there's not that many shows there, so you're guaranteed an audience, because there's only like 50 shows there anyway.
Yeah.
It's not as big as Edinburgh Fringe, so you're guaranteed an audience. But obviously, you don't get as much as exposure.
Oh
but
no! Well,
it's,
yeah, you can walk down an average street and not
But-
know what's happening.
I had more fun at Prague, I think.
The beer was cheaper.
It was
There's a
cheaper to
There's
be.
a definite link.
Edinburgh
between-
is amazing, and there's obviously so many people there for the same thing, but you can get lost in a very, very big world. But there is other Fringe festivals out there. There's Brighton Fringe, which we were going to do. There's there's fringes in like isn't there one?
Stockton has.
Yeah, but it's going on from tomorrow.
The
Surf.
internationals.
Yeah, I mean that's to be fair, it's a lot more artsy than our
It has some comedy on stuff,
malarkey.
doesn't it?
Yeah, there will be, but that I don't think it's necessarily part of the main events. I think there will be some comedy going on at the same time. But I don't think it is part of it. It is definitely much more street performance, arty stuff where you can get funding for.
Yeah,
no one funds comedy.
So I think
apart from other comedians.
Yeah, and I think Carl's probably doing the best thing, just going and doing all the open nights and stuff.
So have you got?
And then it won't cost as much, like doing a full run.
No. Have you got any particular spots lined up to go to, or is it just a case of see who wants you?
Yeah, I'm just pretty much just going to go and just do comedy anyway.
All the showcasey things.
No, just like in the corner of the Greg's, just like.
I've seen some of the best comedy in the corner of a Greg's in Edinburgh.
Not at the urinals.
You weren't paying attention to the comedians.
No. I was paying attention to the Greg's. Yeah.
Cook my pasty.
Why was he Inspector
Monster?
Inspector Gadget's greatest.
That was my impression of Rick. Bambi in Greg's.
Right, that's it.
It threw me off. I'm sorry. It's the chairs.
Do I have to wear a name badge?
Yep.
With my fake name.
Yep. Blue York.
Bambi.
Do you know what this is like watching the Dark Knight Rises, isn't it? Where it's like, oh, everyone knows he's Batman. It's like no one is going to be like under any assertions after this. By the end of it, everyone's going, "What? Rick's Batman? I knew it." I mean, Bambi.
Oh my word! Who's who now?
I've got a nice question for Carl.
Ooh.
I'd like to know if you've got any comedy heroes, because I like to know what people like, or any kind of like any, you know.
That's interesting.
That's actually a great question. I mean, I definitely have. I think. I have heroes in comedy, and I have people like who are always influenced. Like it's obviously like anyone, it's impossible not to take an influence from like everything that you like. But I'd say my probably all-time favourites, like on emotional levels, like Brian Conley.
Oh yeah,
I think he's absolutely incredible.
Interesting. Most people don't answer with that, but that's a good one.
I used to love him as a kid.
Oh, even now I went to see him last year for my birthday.
Was he funny as a kid?
Yeah, great show.
Baby Conley, just like.
How old do you think I am?
Sorry,
anyone else?
I remember I saw a show of him once, and it was just like he was on stage, and it just as a kid it blew my mind because I was like, it's that thing that he does on the telly, but it's in front of me, and then he walked past singing a song and winked at me, which was incredible because as a kid I remember I was just thinking, why is he not wearing any trousers?
And he didn't wink.
Yeah, never. I mean, obviously, I know everyone's going to go, oh, yes. Everyone's going to go, oh, it's Kitson, it's Hicks, and it's Levy, and it's, it's people like Richard Pryor and all that, and Eddie Murphy. But I love people like that because I think it's impossible not to like. I like everyone, but I think I always, for things like that. I mean, I love people like Cat Williams, Richard Pryor, obviously Tommy Cooper, Morecambe and Wise, Loden Hardy. But I like a lot of stuff like Buster Keaton and things like. I mean, when I was at college, I mean, Steve, obviously Pollard. He used to play that all the time, and it was like the first exposure I've got to Buster Keaton's.
Oh yeah, Buster Keaton, Laurel Hardy, Charlie Chaplin. I was obsessed with back then, big time.
Oh, and Jeff Boyce as well. Jeff Boyce is a great impressionist comedian as well. But a lot of people I like people that are kind of like, I just like seeing performers. Like I love. Sometimes I watch a video and I watch something with Elvis and I'll just go, oh, that's quite good, and turn that into a bit. Or I really like just people like I love Steel Panther, or even when you listen to like an M track, you go, that's brilliant. Like I've once wrote a joke, it was a big Shaggy Dog story, and I just didn't have a punchline to it. And then I remember I just watched telly, and I think I was just watching like an Arnold Schwarzenegger film or Michael J. Fox film or something like that, and like something will pop up, like someone will do a wink or a nod, and I'll go, that's it. Yeah. And then something will come to me, and then just like that. But definitely, I'd say definitely Brian Conley, and I think loads. But I love. Who was I watching the other night actually?
Right, thanks for your answer, Carl.
Yeah. Jesus. I don't know now. It looks like I'm lying. I'm going, who was I watching? Like, very highbrow. I love Brian Conley. Do you know what? So I actually got me a Secret Santa. They went, who's your favourite comedian? And they went, Brian Conley. And I went, okay, cool.
Cool.
And then, cool. And then, like, months later, it was like Christmas time, which is the right time to do Secret Santa.
And they bought you Brian Connolly.
Yeah, they bought you Brian Connolly. Wasn't doing much.
Just in your stocking.
Yeah, he was just doing his Al Jolson show, which was really inappropriate to black up in the middle of. There you go. No, he was. They got me a signed photo of Brian Connolly.
Ah.
And I've like a massive thing about, like, I don't like really get my pictures taken with people. I don't like autographs, because I think it's kind of, it's been a bit of like an aura thief. Like, they've done something great, and you're kind of like going, oh, look at me, I've got that. So you'll have a look at my Facebook. It's very few pictures of me with comedians, unless I've literally had a friend push me in it.
But you should see theirs.
Oh yeah, all
loads
me.
of pictures
all
of them
me.
with you.
Yeah. Sometimes
Just Billy Connolly's there.
Sometimes I'm not even in the photo with them. They're just on my own.
But you can sense your aura.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to say as well, obviously, I'd say, but my main kind of like set me up foundation, like, is people like, obviously everyone likes Bill Hicks, I guess, but that kind of like dry kind of like drawl. People like Jeff Boys, Brian Connolly, Incognito.
Oh.
Fantastic, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
See, Chris McGlade as well, like, he's a local guy. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He is similar kind of style. I remember when I saw Incognito, I saw him once. He did a joke or something and just spat into the air. It clung onto the back of this backdrop in Hitchin, stained the wall, and it's been there for about 3 years.
Oh, gosh.
And I just remember thinking, this is brilliant. I was laughing, but I never felt safe. And then I realised comedy can, like, get you.
Yeah.
People aren't just going to hold the microphone, and it just
like
blew.
that.
It was like, the whole in your face theatre at the same time, like theatre cruelty.
Yeah.
And then I saw Chris McGlade, and I was like, exactly the same thing. Like, no one felt safe, and it was amazing. So it's kind of those people that kind of influenced me. It's more just reassuringly like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. As you guys know as well, you guys have done your shows and things where you've obviously, especially with, I don't know, do you, I don't know if you.
It's kind of loose, to be honest. We could say
No, the comedy. What's
it's sometimes I say it's me, and sometimes it's not. It depends.
Yeah, I think for me as well with comedy, like I always find for me that people say, I've had people like criticise me and go, it's not very, like, there's not much depth or there's not much sincerity. But for me, that's the most sincere thing. It's just I love seeing like fireworks and stuff. And people
Literal fireworks.
literal fireworks.
I can't remember which comedian it is I saw that literally stuck fireworks up his bottom on stage.
Set them off.
Yeah.
I can imagine that's probably going to be Incognito.
I think it was. That might be why it was in my head. It was at the Arc, and it was years ago. I think it was. And he also smashed an apple off a crate, and the crate went flying into the audience.
Sounds very Kaufman-esque.
Absolutely.
But like to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I loved Kaufman.
It was. It was an interesting character.
Oh. Even his voice, like he's like one of those people. I remember the first time I met him, he was just like, I didn't want to meet him because I hate meeting people, because I just want to see, like, like the whole kayfabe thing of like wrestlers. I don't want to see the person behind it. And then people were like, oh, and someone said his real name, and I kind of turned so I didn't hear it.
No,
and then everyone was calling him Ian, and then apparently my mate said to him, oh, you can do an impression of him. So I had to meet Incognito, and he goes, I've heard you can do my voice. I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, do it then. And I was like, and he goes, you can't do it, can you? I went, Springs that down now. And he looked at me and went, is that me, is it? And I was terrified. I went, yeah. He went, I guess. But you could just, like, I thought, he'd even kill me, so I survived more than anything.
And you should check out his Facebook profile picture of him and you. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That was a good question.
That was a great question, Al.
That was a great answer. In Elvis's absence, he has put together a tribute for a friend of his who is no longer with us. This is a tribute to Tony Beadle. We've broken it into two parts because it is quite long. So this is part one.
He was that man who for a while possessed a certain kind of smile and a character of colour, charm and mirth. Now that that's all in the past, it will remain there, but it lasts and will replay it in our minds for what it's worth. Like the times that he would dance to Buffalo Stance or sing along to songs by Bjork. He was a singer and a ginner, a bit like me but better looking and thinner, he would always like to laugh and drink and talk. He was a winner and a sinner, and he used to do the dinners at the Mermaid. Remember that? He was a baker, but now he's brown bread. He was a mover and a shaker, and it must be said that Tony is my friend, and I'm not going to pretend that this is the end, because I had my time with him, as you did as well. Each one of us have our stories to tell, so to be brief, I would like to tell one of mine, something I've remembered for a long, long time. It's something Tony said to me, something that will always resound within my mind, and although it wasn't usually profound, you might find that this is the sort of thing that Tony said. Now, why this popped into my head, I'll never know, but I'm going to throw it out there just to show you. Now, he wasn't nasty or horrid, he wasn't evil or even mean, but Tony Beadle told me that my mum has a vagina like a ravine. Some of you may be offended, some may laugh, but there is no doubt. Our lives are not as filthy, now Beadle's not about.
So there we go. That was the first half of the tribute to Tony Beadle. Daft Hour thoughts with friends and family.
Yeah, 100%.
We are still here, transmitting from. I can't even remember where we said we were transmitting.
Wasn't it all the pedals?
All the pebbles, which I can't name. Because I lied.
If
about
you want
that.
to socially interact with the show, you could still call in, can't you, Bambi?
Yeah, on 01642 688 104.
That's
01642 688 104. I'm gonna record this because I'm doing it every time.
No, I like you.
Do you like me doing it
I
live?
like your voice.
It was good. It was quite
Live.
soothing, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You could ring in the show. You could request a word for us to repeat.
Or an impression.
An
from
impression
yourself.
of myself. Or our guest. Our guest is also good at impressions.
He's actually far better than you.
Nah, he's not on my level of goodness.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I've got him under my seagull wing.
Your chip-riddled seagull wings.
Riddled?
Right, okay, yeah. I'll try and remember that line. Alan.
Yes.
Oh, what was your other name? Sorry, I forgot.
Come on, Jimmy.
Huh?
Come on, Jimmy.
No, Jimmy.
Is that your name?
After midnight.
That's a new section for next week.
You're
Jimmy Smithereens.
Jimmy Smithereens.
Come on, Morgan.
Sorry.
That makes sense now.
Jimmy Smithereens, you're on Name That Show duty at the end of the show. So you've got a line that's been said that you find funny is going to be the name of the show, okay? Just point that out.
Can I pick a name now? I just realised I've thought of a name.
Yeah,
It's not just like a name on my Facebook. I go, that one I'll do. Stray Fontaine.
Stray Fontaine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, Stray.
Stray.
So we're going to go from the top of the show and introduce him as Stray now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
From the very start.
Is that what we've got to do, yeah?
No.
Right, no.
No, away.
Okay, welcome to the Daft Hour with me, Bambi Rashid. and
I'm Morgan, fantastic.
And
Stray Fontaine.
and
Jimmy Smithereens.
we're all caught up. There we go. That's everybody caught up.
That's a party you want to be invited
It
to.
certainly is. Have we had some more social media
Yeah,
interaction?
so if you want to be socially interactive with us, you can go on to facebook.com/the Daft Hour. Follow us on there. And we've got a stream going on Facebook Live at the moment, and we've been getting some comments
Are we
throughout the
filming
show.
from the toilet again?
From the toilet?
Yeah, we've got a stream going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can see our reasons for us potentially setting up GoFundMe pages soon. Speak for yourself, Morgan. Mine's.
Man doesn't seem to be
Just
updating.
let's not.
I wasn't going to say it was massive. I was going to say it's about average.
What's average to you?
Like, decent.
Okay, can we...
GoFundMe so more than decent.
GoFundMe. So,
Who told you it was decent?
my dad.
Still washing him even to this day.
And now we're off the air.
So yeah, some people. I'd say some people. Seems to be one particular person's just took over the comments in the stream.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
You didn't even look. That was.
Yeah, you just knew.
I just knew.
He's put, there needs to be a statue of Harrison on the Wilton roundabout or one of Rutger Howell. I don't know who that is.
Rutger Hauer.
Right, okay.
No. Let's find Rutger Howell.
Make a statue of him.
Get his statue made.
Was he also George Sampson?
Okay.
Naruto run into Middlesbrough College, lol. I don't know what this means. If you recommend friend to Virgin, you get a free month. Well, thank you, Jamie, for that.
No, it's very good.
Vital
Is he after free month?
information.
If anybody needs Virgin Media, please contact us on 01642 628 1004.
We'll recommend
Pass
a
you on
friend.
to Jamie,
Jamie,
who will get a free month.
You get a free month.
I think
Who will get a month? Jamie will get a free month?
Yeah, and I believe the customer that gets recommended also gets
So he's basically coming in on our stream just to get a free month of Virgin Media.
See, one of my best friends, he works at Virgin, Mike Brown, so he's like...
Who? What's his name?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown, can you do us a better deal than a free month?
Yeah.
He did me a really good deal. I mean, I'm just talking about adverts now, but I used to have Sky, now I have real broadband. Other broadband providers broadband providers are allowed.
He's put, sorry, there is only one Batman in Borough, lol. Is he like Borough Batman or something?
That's exactly who he is.
Is that
just revealed?
Is that a thing?
I'm revealing everybody's secret identity.
Well, he's mentioned Batman 5 times. It doesn't take the Joker to work who he is.
So how many dinners is that? It's dinner. So is it 4 per Batman?
4 per Batman.
Or is it 5? Is it 6 per Batman?
Dinner. Batman. It's 8.
8.
Dinner.
So
Batman.
So there's 40 dinners for those 5 Batmans, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
Are you like the Stephen Hawkins of Batman?
No, I was buying time.
He's the Stephen Hawkins of dinner.
So if someone could deliver 40 dinners, then
Dinner,
I'll make my way through that.
I did get a text as well. I was going to say off my friend Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi,
He
Matt.
said he's enjoying the show.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I also got a text off Charlotte saying, I'm enjoying the show. As if you had to mention Chris McGlade again. 'Cause he's a friend. But,
okay.
And Jim McMaster's a friend as well.
Charlotte, are you a little bit jealous of these guys' mentions? You've got your own mention.
You've got a mention as well.
Let's have a section called Just for Charlotte.
Just for Charlotte.
Just for Charlotte. So in this section, what we're going to do is a feature called Dislike and Like, and that's just for Charlotte now.
Okay.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
Just Charlotte.
For Charlotte, yeah.
Okay, Morgan, I'd like you to start, please.
I've got a like of the week.
Oh, aren't you Mr.
Yeah, do you know why?
Why is that, my friend?
Because it's a like, not a dislike. It's a like of the week. Yeah, I've been in a good mood.
Oh, okay.
For Charlotte.
For Charlotte.
Recently, and my family have made a hell of a purchase.
Oh, I know what this purchase is.
Oh, I'll tell you what. It's summer, isn't it? It's summer, isn't it?
Summer, it is
I
summer.
need that clarification. I'm asking you
Right.
a question. It's summer, isn't it?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
summer.
Thanks.
For Charlotte.
For Charlotte. And basically, I'm currently off work. I have a job.
Is that because you're a teacher?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's not.
So I currently have a bit of period of time off.
Yep.
And my family have purchased a hot tub.
Wowzers.
And, I'll tell you what. It was only arrived yesterday, but since last night and all of today, I've just been in it.
This is what you're all pruned up when you came in.
I'm very pruned up.
I thought it was all the chip fat.
And I really... it's filled with chip fat, to be honest. Because we ran out of water.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to use it, so just pour that in.
Powered by the power of diving seagulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me and all of them. My sexy seagulls.
Sexy sleep.
Chow down. Right, so... Basically, last night I was just looking at the stars, beer in my hand, in this chip pan fat of seagull mess.
And it was nice.
Oh, it was just gorgeous.
Well, that's a nice life.
And I think that's going to be my whole summer and probably the rest of my life. I don't. Do you know what? I quite happily just do that from now on. But I don't like anyone else being in it with me.
No,
there was some family members, like I had my nieces round there in it. And after a while, I was like, get out.
Yeah,
go home.
Off you go.
And then when they left, and it was just me on my own,
with
my seagulls.
Is that so you can take your pants back off?
Yeah, I could take my pants off. I could fart.
No.
Also, there's different colour settings.
Colour settings?
Yeah, so you can put like...
Your farts have colour settings?
Yeah. There's fluorescent lights on the tub. And one of them, it does look like you've wet the...
Wowzers.
It just looks like you peed in the tub, really. So that's a good one to have.
Well done. That's a good like. That's a genuine.
Do you know what I'm going to do when I go home?
Yeah, you're going to get in it.
I am, yeah.
That's good. Who else has got a like or a dislike?
Sorry, I was clapping.
Oh, thanks,
Sorry.
Sal.
I'm like, I like
Jimmy.
it.
I've never had a clap on
Yeah, I've got a short
being in a hot tub
sweet
before.
one. I've got a short and sweet one.
Go
I have
on,
to
then.
read my trusty notebook, I'm afraid. It's a dislike.
Oh.
I know. I'm not spreading the joy. It's people who ride around on their bikes late at night.
Oh. Night bikes.
Nice.
Don't trust them.
Night riders.
Don't trust them. They must be up to, no good.
Shenanigans.
They look dodgy.
Dodgy.
So I don't trust. That's it. I just don't like
What
them.
if the late night delivery boys?
They get a free pass. It's
Or what
the
if
rest
they
of them.
work like night shifts and they're just
No, well,
going to
you
and
know.
from?
You know the kind of people I'm
Yeah,
talking
I know,
about.
I know.
It's those.
Yeah,
People
those
who ride
people
on
with
the
Little
bikes.
scallywags.
Yeah.
They're without brakes and
Yeah.
they use their feet.
They usually have one carrier bag off
Yeah.
one of the
It's
handlebars.
not even
Between
a,
'em.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not even a bag for life.
No,
Is it?
it's
No.
not. It's just
No.
one of the blue ones you get from Best One.
Yeah, it's no brand.
No,
It's just a blue
and
bag.
there's nothing in it half the time. It's
Yeah.
just flapping in the wind. Yeah.
I thought that gives them more speed.
It might be the emergency
It is.
brake actually to gather air in.
Oh, yeah, right, come on!
Yeah.
But yeah. Don't ever trust anyone on a bike at 1:30 in the morning.
No.
What if the bag's in charge and the bag's like, come on? He's like, I don't want to. He's like, go on, mate, take me and give me a lift.
Then
Bag's in charge.
The new sitcom, Bags in
Bag's in
Charge,
charge.
up on EBS next fall.
dislike. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a like, we've got a dislike.
Thank you.
Go on, what have
I'll
you
clap
got?
you, Jimmy, since you clapped me.
What don't I like?
What do you like or dislike?
What don't I like?
You know what? You can
Is
have-
it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike?
I could listen to about 2 minutes of that song.
It's just 2 hours of that.
for Charlotte?
For Charlotte.
I'll tell you what happened today. I don't normally share like personal information, but I had a yogurt.
Oh, get out!
No,
This is too far.
I'm serious.
All the things we've
I know.
talked
Did you
about.
put it on yourself?
No. I was going to say I put it in myself. That's what.
I'm just full of yogurt.
Oh, my little yogurt boy.
Oh my word!
Sorry, what did you do with the yogurt?
Oh well, specifically, I realised I took it out of my bag and I forgot to put it in the fridge. So I ate it and it was warm, which I was furious about. So no, it was room temperature.
Oh,
A tepid yogurt.
Tepid yogurt.
That is a dislike.
There was even like a little bit of water, so I had to drain the yogurt.
Oh, that's so worse.
that's awful.
That's
Muller put it in the corner and leave it alone. That's terrible.
you're really pleased with that one, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was, I was
Think about
desperately
it,
trying to think
Yeah,
of
I'm
one.
like,
That, yeah.
that's my November rain.
Is that a dislike?
So it's just like so we've got.
No, I really like
He really likes warm yogurts.
warm
I don't
yogurts.
know, some people like
That's
stuff.
my breakfast at Tiffany's.
Okay. Like predictably, I've got a dislike.
Yeah, you're negative,
But
Nancy.
I'm looking at it and I'm
Oh.
thinking, is it too much? Is it too much dislike? Because
We'll be the judge of that.
okay.
Why does your paper just say them lot?
Charity muggers.
Well, people who mug charities or
Charity muggers. Chuggers. The guy stood on the street.
Oh right.
So I know they collect money for charities.
Right.
And
Yeah. Not people stealing from charities,
No,
the
well,
people who
well,
actually collect.
to be
money
fair,
from
this
charities.
kind of links into people stealing from charities as
Yeah.
well. So I dislike people who stand on the streets and are collecting money for charities, apparently signing you up to a monthly donation scheme. Now these guys are on a wage. And it's most of the time it's going to be a minimum wage or it's going to be a bonus style business. So I was next to some at the weekend that were asking people to sign up for 2 years for £9.50 a month, which is £228 over 2 years.
That's a lot, isn't it?
And those members of staff asking for that will be getting paid at the least minimum wage at £8.21. So the majority of that first month is going to them directly. That's going to the person doing the collecting. And then the company that employ those people aren't the charity, it's a third-party company, will also be taking their cut. Now, I was looking at some figures, and the figures are absolutely outstanding. It can be from as little as the first 2 or 3 months goes to the company, then it goes to the charity. It can be up to 18 months actually goes to the company rather than the charity. So that really ticked me off when I started.
Where were you?
I was in London. I was at a convention, Comic-Con convention.
What do they have to do with conventions?
Who knows, but they were there.
Like, you trying to meet, like, Doctor Who and then a charity person. Doesn't really mix, does it?
It doesn't mix.
Maybe it's a new comic book you haven't seen. And it's really in character.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've got to. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've always disliked them, and I was next to them this time, so that it just really wound me up. But I'm going to switch it round. Now, big charities need donations. There are some very worthy ones out there. So if you're going to donate, to
Bambi's
a big
not against charity.
No, so if you want to donate to a big charity,
He's really against charity.
do it directly.
Against charity.
Don't go through one of these people stood in the streets. Go directly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to them.
£5
That's
a
what I
month
do.
you can subscribe to your backpedaling, fund, couldn't you?
Yeah,
I do.
absolutely.
I donate to the Wildlife Fund.
That's great.
As you.
Personally. Yeah.
Seagulls
I just
especially.
deliver tenors to lions.
Oh, I thought you meant you actually like make wildlife.
Yeah.
You
I do.
Play God.
Paper mache.
So to turn it around from a dislike, which is these people doing this thing, I want to turn it to a like.
Is it a like?
And I like when people donate to local small charities
All right.
that can help directly. So things,
See
for
what you've done
instance, like Middlesbrough Food Bank, brilliant company. Billingham Food Bank, who cover Billingham and Stockton. Thornaby Food Bank, who recently got robbed. Someone went in there and stole from them all of their food.
That's actual charity muggers, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's genuine charity money.
Yeah.
So the BBCTs, local radio BBCTs, have been doing a really big drive to get that back up and running because they took everything. And we're in the 6 weeks holidays when a lot of kids aren't getting fed properly because they're not getting the free school.
I'm obviously not advocating anyone stealing, but why would you steal from a food bank of all
mate,
places?
I don't
like,
know.
if you need food, I'm not saying steal, but if you had the option, if you literally had to steal from one, steal from a shop.
But
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying if you had the choice of the
seems like
two.
it.
The thing is, if they needed this food, there are ways to go about getting it, like everybody else has to. If you're in that desperate situation.
Or that food bank would probably be helping that person.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as going to the food banks most of the time.
I know, but it's just like.
But that's just food banks. You can help them.
Don't like that.
Help things like Zoe's Place, Teesside Hospice, the Cabin Youth Service, which help people under 25 who are having difficulties. Justice First support people who are seeking asylum here, who have trouble, and that's a North East based one. A Way Out, which is helping vulnerable people, women and young families. And there are plenty of other worthy charities in the local area, which I recommend if you want to help anyone, do that. And in fact, if anyone now is listening, please get in contact and let us know what your charity is, and we'll give it a bit of a plug. So, although ultimately I dislike what some of these charity muggers do, and I dislike the fact that we need charity, I love the work that some of the others do as well.
Like the burglars, that seems a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I don't like their work. I'm not so keen
Do you know
on
what,
it.
what annoys me though? It's like, you get cat burglars. They missed a trick there. Imagine the front page of the Gazette. Snack burglars. And I'm furious. I think that's the biggest crime of all.
I'm also very conflicted because although that was a very powerful message,
It was
Yeah.
powerful.
but Bambi, and everything you said was correct, it doesn't fit your character.
It wound me up.
You've been very mean-spirited for 60 years now, and
How very dare you.
it's just.
You've added 5 years onto my life.
And to be honest with you, as much as you were talking about charity, it seemed very food-orientated.
I'm hungry, all right.
No.
Biffi claro, 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 biffi claro. Right, we'll have no more Biffy Clyro in this house. No more Biffy Clyro.
I told him.
That's enough of you. That's enough, Biffy Clyro. No more Biffy Clyro.
Biffy Clyro. Not one jot. None of it.
Biffy Clyro, Biffy Clyro.
fallingforyou.com. You choose the person.
You go on the website and there's this huge catalogue of people and you can choose whichever one you want. It was amazing.
You choose what they wear.
There's lots of dresses to choose from. I chose a rain mac with pink boots, furry tail coming out the back of the rain mac, and like a big eyebrow hat. It was lovely.
And you choose the location.
The website was amazing. I had a Greek Adonis at the Hoover Dam, with a firework in his bum.
And then they fall over.
And he just tripped over like.
For you.
And then I laughed my head off. She smashed her face into the floor.
And then she tripped over again and again and again, and she just left like a puddle.
That's the only website I use now. It's great.
Fallingforyou.com. The best website to watch people fall over.
Come down to Hogwarts, Linford Road in Middlesbrough. There's wizards and witches, magic and fun. If you like the Harry Potter films, then you'll probably like this a bit. You'll learn spells and potions, GCSEs and broom fighting. Meet some of your favourite characters like Bumbledunk and Dappy the Elf Rapper and Alan Rickman.
I took the family down because they like Harry Potter films and they had a life-size Robbie Coltrane made out of guts.
It all looked a bit beige to me. I mean, I took the kids because I thought they might enjoy it, but 3 people died when I was there. 3 people.
I got to play that lovely game, like that Quidditch, and I got to catch the golden snatch. It was great. I had a good day.
Hogwarts, Middlesbrough. You will not believe it.
Come on down to Robert's Spicy Biscuit, where you can choose any type of animal tongue you like on the end of a stick, covered in hundreds and thousands and lovely tangy chutney. Robert's Spicy Biscuit. Saltburn.
Daft Hour.
It's proper daft.
Is anyone listening to the Daft Hour? Oh, obviously not. I was cutting myself off there.
Oh,
Are we on? To spite my face.
Are we on?
We are, we're on. Ooh. Believe it or not. So, yeah, this weekend I made a commitment. I haven't told my wife. I went to a supermarket.
Oh, you're married now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
That makes sense.
Was that the commitment?
I thought the jury was a bit out of character.
Definitely is. It was really difficult to find this to put on my big sausage fingers. So yeah, I made a new commitment, and I haven't told my wife. I went shopping, got a few essentials for the day, and I got a bag for life. So I'm taking this very seriously.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
Bags for life and not just for Christmas.
Christmas, yeah, absolutely. And it wasn't
made a terrible dinner, I'd say.
It wasn't a Christmas themed bag. It was just a standard one. And yeah, so I don't know. I need some help from you guys to what should I do? Like, I've got a wife and I've got a bag for life.
Oh.
Like jokes.
Just don't
make your own jokes.
Just don't get them mixed up.
So I should take my wife out of the drawer.
Yeah.
And take the bag off.
And don't ever call your wife a bag.
For life.
For life.
For life, wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Wife for life, bag.
See, I don't like the arrogance of bag for life. Going, this bag will last you the rest of your life. It's like,
yeah, it's a bit much.
How long do you think? Wait, am I like a life expectancy?
Yeah, you've got the life expectancy of a bag.
It's like when they say like a dog's for life. I'm like, well, surely I'm going to outlive the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
it's the dog's life.
Yeah. So a dog's for its life. Like,
so is it the bag for the bag's life?
Yeah.
A bag for wife.
Yeah.
Oh no! Sorry, that's not good. Is
Or
it?
wife.
Is that not good?
For bags.
Oh, Tony Beadle tribute part 2.
Hey, Wach, do you mind if I talk to you using a fake accent like?
Oh, okay then. So
that just cut off?
No. It's because I turned the mics up.
Oh.
So that was part 2 of the tribute to Tony.
Yes.
So there you go.
Present thoughts.
So Elvis isn't here, and he wasn't here last week. Neither were we. But I'm going to explain to you why. He had to leave the country for a little while.
Right.
So not many people know that Elvis is actually working for the Queen as a protector of this land. But last week he had to step it up and protect the planet from extinction. You didn't know that, did you? So he was doing his usual fighting off bad guys from other places that we should fear, when he realised that the bomb that he only had 30 seconds left to defuse didn't look right. It was made from solid gold and green goo. It was at this point he discovered that the chaps that he'd killed in the line of duty, because that's what he does, started to slither away like a self-aware smashed kebab covered in chili sauce. He finished defusing the bomb by using his very own patent-pending technique of puppy dog eyes, pleading with it.
Yeah.
He's good at that, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So, as he does after every mission, he popped over to debrief Liz. She wasn't in the mood, so he just told her what happened that day. It was at that very moment he glanced over to the Queen and spotted that she didn't look right. Something was different. He noticed that she had an extra head, and it wasn't the usual heads of her enemies that she has lying around. This one was attached to her, and had the faint smell of mould and brick dust. Not wishing to give the game away, he finished telling the double heads of state about the mission, but he decided to leave out the part of his alien theory. Elvis made his excuses and left, but when he got to the garage, like at the bottom of the palace, he got to his car and he looked around, and he realised that the posts holding the palace up were made from gold and green goo. In his amazement, he looked up and the roof was also made of gold. When he went home, he had a good long think about it. He concluded that the Queen, the bomb, the palace, the weird kebab men must be from outer space.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do about it. He consulted with his good friend and acting coach Derek. They hatched a plan that would require timing, precision and a little bit of good luck. They developed a strategy that would distract people from the palace. They got some dude to suggest that they should go and storm Area 51 because there were aliens there. In the meantime, he was going to take care of the real alien situation. Feeling pretty happy with his plan, he went to bed fresh and ready to kill the fake Queen in the morning. But about 4 a.m, Elvis heard a noise in the corner of his little bedsit. He awoke. He could smell brick dust and mould. He reached for his weapon hidden under his pillow, but instead he pulled out his emergency midnight snack of porridge and grapes. There weren't much use against the invaders. They bopped him on his head and took him to the palace. Poor Elvis. When he awoke...
This is a novel.
It is. When he awoke, the Queen was stood over him holding some kind of death ray gun. Elvis asked her... What? Elvis asked her how he knew that he was onto her. She simply told him, I had two heads and it wasn't my usual heads of my enemies. Elvis thought all hope was lost and he began to accept his fate. The alien Queen then began to bragging about how he's going to be putting a new leader into place. She explained that she can't believe the public have fallen for this scrotum in a silly wig. She bragged about how he was destroying the will of the country's people. She was driving a wedge between everyone and opening up further divides. Those with money will get richer and slowly be taken over by her children, and those without money will become slaves to serve her children. Elvis still had all of his midnight snack of dry porridge and grapes. He decided his last meal may as well be his favourite, so he chomped away whilst the Queen wasn't looking. The Queen continued in her bragging about her devious plan. Elvis started to feel a little unwell as he forgot alongside his midnight snack he usually has a glass of milk. Without the milk, he gets a little bit gassy. The Queen is still blabbering on about her stupid plan. Elvis lets out an almighty fart. The Queen turns and looks at Elvis with hate in her eyes. Then the smell hits her big two daft globes with faces. She starts to sneeze uncontrollably. It turns out that the Queen has a slight allergy to whatever gas is produced by Elvis' guts. The reaction is only short-lived and won't have any lasting effects to the Queen. But on her final sneeze, she clashes heads, which made her drop her ray gun thingy, and which fired a single ray of concentrated light that bounced around the golden palace, picking up speed with each bounce until it hit a vat of green goo, which after subsequent analysis proved to be concentrated intolerance juice that the Queen had her minions putting into our food supply for years. The ray hits the gooey vat, explodes with the power of ignorance, destroying the Queen, the palace, and many of her loyal subjects. Miraculously, Elvis survived. He was safe in his gaseous cloud of his own fart. He quickly rebuilt the palace out of his own private Lego collection. He rebuilt a robot Queen so as not to alarm the public. Luckily, no one was paying attention because it was the final of Love Island's showing, so no one was looking.
Yeah, of course.
As a reward, Elvis's mother took him on a little holiday, but he'll be back next week and he'll carry on his good work on the radio station and ridding the planet of the alien Queen's offspring. Johnson, you're next. So that's what Elvis has been up to.
So, in short, he's on holiday.
Yeah, he's on holiday.
Put a lot of effort into that, didn't you?
I did. That took longer than I should have bothered doing. But that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, well, it's understandable, really.
Glad he's been doing that.
So something happened during that.
Sorry, we weren't trying to be rude.
No, it's quite all right.
But basically, just some social interactions happen. And we've got some requests.
Okay, what's the request?
So basically, someone's put, can we get an Alan Rickman impression? Oh, I thought someone was requesting an impression of Morgan. Fantastic. No, it's fine, guys. It's not like it's a recurring thing that I do on the show each week.
Who do we want the impression from?
From Striff Fontaine.
Striff. Can we have that impression, please?
Apparently, he's well known for this.
Okay.
I must admit, apparently he's only known for one impression.
I said to you I do other things.
I've got more.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But so basically, a few people, about 3 or 4 people have asked for this Alan Rickman impression. So take it away, Striff Fontaine.
Oh, hello, McLean. Is that a gun inside your pocket? Oh, you please do see me.
What else does Alan Rickman say? Oh, yeah.
No, that's it. That's
Nothing is dead.
Don't you know his catchphrase?
I don't.
It's
I'm Alan Rickman.
That's it.
That's good.
I found out the other day.
Do you know what? I'm not going to be mean about it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Now do your impression
okay.
of Alan Rickman.
So what? The exact same thing?
Yeah, let's see if we can tell the difference. Or if I've just recorded it and played it back.
What did you say?
I just said, hello, McLean. I'm Alan Rickman.
Okay. Right, so close your eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And either Stray's going to say it or me, and you're going to have to get it.
It's going to be you. Okay.
Hello, John McLean. I'm Alan Rickman. Couldn't tell the difference, could you?
No.
Was that me? I don't know.
I think that was Stray, wasn't it?
Even I don't know. I don't know. What is
similar
existence?
What is existence?
What was your favourite?
I'll be quite honest. I think my favourite is before the show began.
Impression.
Oh, it was you, Morgan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Man was Stray's. Do you have any other impression?
Wrestling songs. Yeah.
So you really cut me off.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So I was saying, for our guest to big him up a little bit.
Yeah, well,
because he's really good at the impressions.
I thought you meant that booster seat we had put in for him.
Sass. Factual sass.
I was going to ask if is there any other impressions.
Name for me, factual sass.
Factual sass.
Name.
Is there any other impressions that you can do?
My favourite one of all time is Latka from Taxi, which is played by Andy Kaufman.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the first impression I ever learned to do, apart from Barney the dinosaur. But Latka,
was that when you were really angry?
Yeah, I just threw a fit and went "You're not the boss of me, hey!"
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, it's he turned purple as well.
It's now the only way I can clap. So anyway, the next, the Andy Kaufman one is just Latka, where it goes like.
He was going to say climax.
Oh, can we say climax on the radio?
Of course you can.
Can I say climax?
Have you heard?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Guests can't. It's in the rules.
Oh, guests can't say
Rule
climax.
1, no C words.
I said Willie earlier.
Rule 2, guests can't say climax. Rule 3, be prepared to cut Elvis off because he's going to swearsies.
Yeah.
Rule 4, have a laugh.
Cool.
But
never discuss the rules ever again. Yeah. That's rule number 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which often gets misplaced.
It does. It should be number 1. I think there was a film on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, your impression.
Oh yeah. I've totally forgot that was the.
Do you laugh?
Do you know what? It's been that long now. I don't even know what he actually sounds like. But in my head, it's always like.
That's even better.
Yeah, it's always like.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pappy. My name is Latka.
There you go. I don't even know how it sounds like. I can't even remember the last time I watched Taxi.
It does.
There we go.
It does. Confirmation from the corner.
And he's with us now.
It also sounds like if you don't mind me saying, just because I watched a documentary the other day about it, do you know the Disney's Black Cauldron? Do you know that little furry thing?
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like him.
There we go.
Which was very nice, but maybe that was...
was that Andy Kaufman as well?
Yeah.
Well, it might have been.
And Lilo and Stitch was like...
But, yeah.
Yeah, they're very similar.
I liked it.
We're running a
That was
little...
good. That was good. Well done. Well done on your impressions.
Running a little low on time.
Nah, we've got ages. We've got 9 minutes.
I'm going to do a quick... What would you do? A quick one. So what would you do if you could read other people's thoughts, but to be able to do that, you have to make eye contact, unbroken eye contact, for 30 seconds. Right, that doesn't sound long, but unbroken eye contact for 30 seconds is quite long. No. So let's try it. Right, I'm going to do it with Morgan, and whilst we're doing it, so it's not dead air, can one of you two just sing a little song?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's see. And okay, I'll get a timer on there. Because otherwise, you start
Screwed if
singing
you're
now.
autistic, aren't you?
I was walking down the street and I enjoyed the view. The view was
timing
very
starts now.
Oh, okay. I was walking down the street.
I've just realised a flaw in this. Can somebody else who isn't singing?
What am I supposed to do? Just stare at you?
It's someone else. We're not using the power of thine eyes.
What am I supposed to do? Just stare at you?
Tell me when we start.
Okay.
For 30 seconds.
So-
Unbroken eye contact.
That's what I'm saying. That's really hard.
Yeah, exactly. So, but to be able, so you could read my thoughts, but you have to be able to stare at me for 30 seconds, unbroken.
All right, guys.
Count us in.
Let's start on
Right.
5.
Get your blinks in. Get your blinks in.
5.
Well, can I not blink?
Oh, well, it's just
No,
mockery.
it's
Have you started?
Oh.
I'll tell you what. I'll start at 1, but we'll start at 5. I'll start at 1.
This
you
is
guys
so
start at 5.
complicated.
But it's not right. Just
So we're doing a staring contest
Right.
live on the radio.
Right.
That's why
I'm ready
we
for the
need
tune.
I'll start counting at 1, and then I'll count you in at 5. But I'll also
Just
note
tell us
at
when to
3.
start, mate. Just tell us when to start, please.
Wasted too much time with it.
And go.
I was walking down the street and I was
Oh, that's
enjoying the
alarm.
view. I was walking with my feet and I was walking with you.
10
I
seconds.
was walking down the road. I was walking down the street. I was walking with a
bugger.
toad.
I
He didn't
blinked as
say
well.
anything
Sorry, carry on.
else. That's a new song. It's called Walking Down the Street by Jessica Alba.
I don't like it, Bambi. I really
No, six.
can't
So,
do it.
how long did we get there?
You actually got about like 24, but I stopped on 30, so it looks a lot more impressive.
That's brilliant.
To be perfectly honest with
That's a
you,
one
I'm not
point.
autistic.
Oh,
What's that got to do with it?
No, basically because
Truth will out.
finally.
I'm just saying, for some people, might struggle with eye contact.
Oh, no, fair dues.
And my point was, I'm not autistic,
But you hit those
but
eyes.
I struggle with eye contact with people.
This was the point of my what would you do? Would you stare at someone for 30 seconds to be able to read their mind? Or would, because we found that to be a struggle, would you just not bother?
I wouldn't bother.
Okay, what about yourself? Would you bother?
I think I would.
You would?
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to know
Not
what
great.
I'm thinking.
I want to
don't
know
you? Yeah.
right now. I want to know why the eye contact was so important.
Because it's awkward.
I'll tell you what. Here's one. Would you be able to read someone's mind
Yeah.
if, right, someone comes in the room and goes, "Oh, is that my drink?" But it's not. It's yours, and you've had your mouth around it, and they're going to drink it and put it back.
I'd just let him. Because I'm British.
But yeah,
Too polite.
but you can't even go. You have to just in silence.
Oh, so you would want the ability to know that it's not yours? Or
No,
that
no,
they
you
know.
can read minds, but you can't politely interrupt or even gesture that you're thinking about politely interrupting. You go, it's fine.
you give up the power of being able to tell someone, but you can read the mind.
No, you can read the mind, but you can't tell them that that's your
I'm
drink.
lost.
No, you can't tell them that that's your drink, that they drink it. They come in and
Right.
go, "Oh, is this mine?" They drink it and put it back, and you're going, "I should have said something," but now I can read their mind.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And as they read the mind, as they're leaving the room, you can hear them laugh to themselves, going, "That wasn't even my drink."
Okay.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm going to move on. I'm not even going to get to you with that same question.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Oh, no, go on then.
No,
Answer it.
I totally would have done because I don't mind eye contact.
You don't mind?
He's a lover of it.
So you...
He just goes around staring at people.
You need to hold it 75% of the time for a good rapport with someone.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
If you could read people's minds, would you just walk around thinking, "I wonder how much he likes keeping eye contact"?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so what would you do if you had the power to turn anything into jelly? It could be people or just part of them. It could be buildings, vehicles, roads, whatever. It could be that motorbike. But you have to eat it all up without ice cream. So you can turn whatever you want into jelly,
Without
but you have to
ice
eat it all without ice cream, without the aid of ice cream. What would you do?
Go to someone else first.
Oh, what would you
I'd do it, but it'd just have to be a
little bit.
regular portion.
So would you just do like a couple of fingers
Yeah.
of your worst enemy?
Just some eyeballs.
Oh, but because you've stared at them.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's nothing like a
Then
couple
I'd
of
have
fingers
both.
off your worst enemy,
And
is it?
both powers.
God damn it, Jelly Man, you've turned me into jelly and foiled my evil plans. Well, come here, delicious man. I now own your fingers.
what would you do?
If the thing that turns into jelly,
Yeah.
is that the size of the thing you've turned
Yes,
into jelly?
that's exactly it.
So I could turn the Empire State Building
And
into jelly,
but
you'd
you'd have to
be
eat it all
Well,
without jelly.
What if I was like
Without
full?
ice cream, sorry.
Can I go back? I'd have to eat all in one.
You know what? I'd allow a triple sitting.
Will the jelly go off though?
No, it's jelly.
Can you use carnation cream?
No.
Are you allowed to put other fruit with the jelly?
No.
Like fruit?
No, just jelly.
It has to be just jelly on its own?
Yep. Would you do it, or would you just buy
Could you turn the ice cream into jelly? And have the ice cream?
Interesting. But
I probably would, but I'm like, if a man was coming at me, and I went, oh, he's going to kill me, turn it into jelly.
Then you've got to eat him.
I've got to eat him.
Yeah.
But would I be, I'd become what I hate. I'd be the murderer.
You would. Would you then just eat yourself? No. It's a weird one, isn't it?
I'm going to skip my opinion because we ran out of time.
Because your opinion is the same.
And I will tell you next week. Mr. Jiminy Biffins.
Jimmy Smithereens.
Can you name a show, please?
Yeah, well, I have two, so Bambi's going to choose between the two.
Okie dokie.
I have Bird Bashers and Little Yoghurt Boy.
Little Yoghurt Boy.
Yoghurt Boy.
So this show is called
Little Yoghurt Boy.
Yeah. Came from,
brilliant. Well done.
I enjoyed that.
Little Yoghurt Boy. Can you write that down in the book, please?
Do we end with a bad song or a good song?
I think we'll leave Song of the Week.
Okay.
For the next week, I think we should end on a good song. Yeah. Sorry, because it's been a fun show, so I think we should end on a positive note.
Okay.
I think Mr. Carl Gillespie, would you like to plug your socials so people can find you?
Yes.
Quickly, because we're out of time.
It's Carl Gillespie Comedian on Facebook, and also add people like Laughing Pug and Having a Laugh Comedy and Halfpenny Comedy for local comedy. But forget them. Just if you can add one, just Carl Gillespie Comedian.
Can you spell Gillespie?
It's Gillespie, so it's like Gill, then it's an ES, and then it's pie.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Thank you very much for being on this show today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for your help.
Check out his socials and check him out gigging. That's fantastic. Yep. And also thank you to...
What's his name?
Jimmy Smithereens.
Oh, yes! Thank you.
Thank you for coming on as a guest host.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with one of my own songs, Man and Elvis's, because I can. And then we're going to pick up his phone and hope it's not broken. Right, thank you very much. Stay daft, Teesside. Bye bye bye.
Bye 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 bye.